Hello everybody! Today we'll be getting on several hard boulders in the forest of Magicwood. It'll be a huge bundle of joy and climbing mixed into one video, with several stories of my process on each one of them. Before we get into that, I want to talk about today's collaboration partner, 27cracks.com. 27 is an app and a website where you can track your boulders and your progression as a climber, but also localize different climbs around the world. I've been using it since literally the first day that I climbed outdoors, and here's a brief explanation of why. So the other week I was in an area called Kandersteg, looking for a very specific climb that I was really psyched on, and I got quite obsessed and spent a total of 7 hours looking for this boulder, only to find out from a person that it's 1, illegal to climb on at this season of the year, and 2, it is in a different area than I was looking in. So that's basically the problem with when crags aren't well documented. And as a contrast to that, here's been my experience in Magicwood using 27 cracks. So basically, this is where 27 Cracks premium functionality really comes into play. Because for a crag to become premium, it has to be certified by the developer and the team behind 27 as well. And so you'll know that a premium crag is well documented. You won't have to look for many hours to find what you're looking for. The only problem is that the site needs more users in order to grow. And that's basically where you guys come in. If you would click on the link in the description down below, you would effectively be helping both me and 27 Crags help make climbing grow as a sport and the access to it. Now let's get it started.
Hello guys! So I think this is gonna be the first boulder of this little video. We're doing some hard boulders in Magicwood. It's like pretty sweaty, so this one is not gonna be the most easy one to do. It's Electroboogie and 8A Plus that goes. It has a few hard moves. Like the first move's pretty hard. You go out to this really slopey thing for your left hand. There are some other betas, but I have an injured knee, so I can't really do those. Anyways, and then you do a really hard, intense toe hook, and from like this weird sloper thing, you go do a big move to kind of, how to put it? It's like this really polished right hand sloper pinch kind of, but it's the best hold on the boulder. Flip around your feet, do like just a delicate position to go into this. I think it's probably the smallest crimp I've ever held on a boulder, 5 millimeters maybe. Intricate heel hook from there to bump around to the most horrible sloper to hold in the summer that exists. It's actually known as being the anti-summer sloper by one of the locals, and I guess many other locals here, because it's like this boulder you don't want to do during the summer, but I also have like a little bit of margin on it, I feel like. So yeah, just it's fun to get on something that works with the heel. Like pretty much everything around here is very right heel intense, so I have to have this knee brace for everything else. But yeah, let's get going.
Ja, kom igen Emil. Hela vägen upp. Jag har det här.
Yes!
Ja, fan vad bra! Kom igen. Kom igen.
Yes.
Nice!
Oh, skönt. Fiction deluxe. I'm really psyched about that, because I was really starting to doubt it would go quite quickly into the session. It was just way too slippery, so I was like, I'm screwed. This is definitely not gonna go. And then I think I just found a really good flow. And it just felt good. There's like this little thing in the beginning of the boulder where you can kind of dab a rock, and I've done that a few times and then kept going, just like whatever. But this time I managed to avoid it, and I think it gave me a little bit of extra psych and movement. because I just felt like, okay, it's fully legit, let's go, let's get it done. And yeah, that was awesome. We're gonna move over to some other hard boulders and get some more climbing done now.
Andiamo.
Riders of the Storm, an 8B. I'm just gonna try to do the second part first and then try and link it from the start. Feels really, really good. I just warmed up a little bit on the moves and I think it could go. But let's start with the top section and try and get that dialed and then give it a burn from the bottom. Alright, basically the top section.
Give it a go from the bottom.
I felt very good. I will say though, there's this one move here where I'm really stretched out and I bump from this hold to this hold, which is by far the crux for me, because you want to be a little bit taller than I am there if you're doing that beta, but it just barely works. Like I tried it when I was warming up and I did it on the first go, so feeling positive, but that's definitely where I can kind of just get punted off the boulder. But yeah, rest up and then try and do it. Let's go. Let's get it done. Okay, nothing goes without a little fight. That was pretty close, but I moved my feet a little bit incorrectly in the start. Got me slightly more tired than I wanted to be. And then I didn't tense my bicep enough on the right arm. Next go.
Come on. Come on. You got this. Come on.
Good.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh my god, you look so solid on it.
yeah, that felt super good. On to the next boulder.
Let's go.
Hey.
After Riders, I wanted to give a go at the infamous Practice of the Wild, but due to its intense heel-hooking nature, it quickly became out of the question. So I looked up on 27 Crags what's nearby and found a nice little 8A on the backside of the boulder.
Okay, I'm guessing some of you know that I love flashing boulders. Like it's whenever I go to something hard or like kind of hard, I pretty much always try and give it a really, really proper flash burn. Like figure out all the details and everything that makes it possible for me. And today I'm gonna do it with a one move 8A boulder called the Bombus Explosion, I think. Starting off of this thing right here. It's like a slopey 2-finger pocket that you kind of like, you fully crimp it so you get something of it. It becomes like a fake 4-finger hold. And then you smear of somewhere around here. Here's a pretty big edge, but I think it's in the wrong spot. And here's like a okay smear, kind of like a small edge, but it's kind of hard to get anything of it. And then you explode up to this jug, this thing right here. And this is pretty good, but I think it can be like hard to hit it right because it's pretty tilted. So I think you have to hit it like well, because you want to match it after and you want to get it good. And then after that it's like, I don't know, 6C probably to the top. Looks very easy. I haven't really checked it out. I think I was told it's a one move wonder, so that's what we're gonna try and flash. Let's get to it. Okay. Oh. Nope. Nope. Okay, this is it. Let's go. Oh yes. Oh yes. Flash, 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 flash. Woo! Flash, flash. Woo. Be fun. Desperate as shit.
After these boulders, I thought it was time to find a proper project, so I decided to have a look at the, in my eyes, most proud line in the entire forest.
It's like less than half a pad. Next up, we're on Power of Now, an incredible, fucking crazy boulder that Giuliano put up 2 years ago now, and it's like this. How steep do you think this is, Sam? 60 degrees, 70 degrees?
Yeah, something like that.
60, 70 degrees, where you jump between holds that, especially now that I'm here, like when I stand here looking at them, touching them, it's kind of crazy that this is climbable, because you jump so far between them. Like this hold, for instance, the first crux hold that you go to is like a super slopey 4-finger drag kind of hold with like pretty bad, the texture is okay, but it's like, it's far away and it's really quite slopey. This crack is pretty good. It's like half, almost a full pad. You go with up with your heel here and like cross over into these holes, and these are the ones you jump from, and they're about half a pad each at most, slightly less than half a pad. And you do like a, I think they measured it to 160. The move between the holes is 160 centimeters. So it's like a really big move from holds that are just obscene to go from. We're gonna try this a little bit later on in the evening because it's quite warm in the middle of July, so it's in a little while I'll give this a go, but I'm really psyched. I tried it the other day, felt kind of comfortable on the holes, but yeah, those are the holds on like the upper section. We're gonna take a look at the lower ones as well. So it starts off on this like actually non-existent palm press. I was kind of like, is that it when I was on it? Pressing in, do some weird coordination into like a, it's like a really shitty left hand crimp, but if you dig down on it, it's actually not so bad, but it shreds your skin in a matter of seconds, so you don't want to work on it too much. You bump out to this weird undercling, and then comes the big move, first big move to like the slot that we talked about earlier. But yeah, we're gonna head off and do some chilling until it gets chilly and a little bit darker. Oh, fuck.
You ready?
Yeah.
Come on. Got this. Come on. Yeah, nice. Come on, come on. Yeah. Nice. Come on. Come on, Emil. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh yes! I was so close to sticking that!
And the foot, like
With the foot on it! Fuck yeah! I almost did that link! Dude! Oh,
that's
like a slight centimeter extra and I would have held that. Whew. Shirt's on off for the next one, but another go at that.
I was gonna say. Yeah, come on. Clean.
Nice,
Come
come
on.
on.
Nice. Come on. Come on. Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Come on. Come on. Come on.
No!
That
Oh,
was
but that was
even
still good.
closer.
That's still good. I need to do it in isolation once, I think.
Nice. Come on. Yeah. That's it. Come on. Nice. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Come on. That's it. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's it.
Yay! Oh! I couldn't quite figure out like how much to engage because I wanted to keep the heel, but then I hit it a bit too extended. Next go.
Nice. Come on. This is. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Stay with it. Come on. Get that foot.
Yes!
I'm here. Come on. I'm here.
Yes!
Ah. I got you. Come on.
I'm good like this.
Yes!
Ah!
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, dude.
Okay, one more move to go. Let's go. It's a lot about the left arm in that crack. Because the right arm is just there to kind of balance you, then this pushes you so you can stay there.
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, that's really weird.
Come on. No. Ow.
Okay, so the jump move is shredding a little bit too much skin, so I'm gonna work on the delicate start sequence instead.
Yes, come on. It's good. There you go. Come on.
Oh yes!
Nice.
Fuck yes! Okay,
Nice.
one more move to go.
Kom igen,
Come on,
kom
Emil.
igen.
Okay, we're actually gonna let the camera go for the day because I'm shredding too much skin, so I won't be trying the move that's left so much more today, I don't think. Maybe once or twice. I'm just gonna be working on the upper link and just gonna focus in on that for a while. Hopefully I'll make another episode on the full line, hopefully a little bit in daylight, and show you guys all the moves. If you want to see that, let me know in the comments. Yeah, I think this is it for today on this boulder.
So that session ended with me working the moves a little bit more, but I decided to come back a little bit later. However, first I wanted to check out 2 boulders that I had tried very briefly on my last trip to Magic Wood.
Actually, the main goal is to get down to power of now and try and unlock it, because I still have one more move to go. But I figured I'd start off by doing some recruitment boulders. So I was going to try and do Octopussy here. After that, I was going to try Jack's Broken Heart. And then move down to power of now and try and finish the last move up. And maybe try to do some proper links on it. But first, Octopussy.
Kom igen! Kom igen! Kom igen! Ja då! Kom igen! Som en valross. Kom igen. Kom igen, kom igen, kom igen. Ja då. Jag har det här. Kom igen. Kom igen.
A massive butt with a little dab. Generally, I think people should be happy about that type of send and not let it affect them. I'm feeling quite energetic and like I can do it again, so I'll try and do it without the dab, but I'm still happy about that, and it was like basically a send. One more go just to make it more kosher and clean.
Kom igen nu, Emil. Kom igen. Ja då. Kom igen, flyg. Snyggt. Mycket fint. Kom igen.
Tack så mycket.
Men klättra nu, prata inte. Kom igen. Ja, väldigt fint. Kom igen. Oj, oj, snyggt. Kom igen. Ja, det där gillar vi att se. Kom igen. Kom igen. Som en dansande valross. Väldigt bra.
First dab friheten.
Det var väldigt snyggt. Tack. Du fick det se ännu lättare nu. Du gjorde inte ett enda misstag än. Det var suveränt.
This is a really nice boulder. I'm really psyched that I climbed it, and I definitely don't mind having climbed it twice. It was, yeah, it's sick. The jump move out to the sloper is so clean because you really get this, like, you dig in on the right arm when you do it, and then you catch the sloper, like, and it just feels good. It's a good feeling. I can recommend this to anybody looking to try a really nice 8A. But we're going to move on to something slightly harder now, and just up it a little bit.
Unfortunately, Jack's Broken Heart quickly came out of the question. The right heel you had to place proved to be too intense for my injured knee, and so I decided to move down to power of now and try to wrap up the final move. This time it started to click a little bit more, but all I managed to do was the jumpstart version of the move, and so it still remains to be done. Anyhow, that's the end of this session, and I hope you liked this video and that you'll consider subscribing for more if you haven't. And also, make sure you check out the 27 Cracks link in the description down below. It'll help both me, them, and Access to Climbing to grow as a whole. Ciao, homies.